24/7. My name is Niharika Valia, and I am with you with the area of Advanced Business and Financial Management, that is ABFM. Okay, today we'll be looking forward towards the principles of management as well as the functions of management. But before we move forward, our bilingual as well as our English medium batches are here. You can look forward to our both the batches for CAIIB, that is the CAIIB batch 3.0 is available for you if you're preparing for that. At this point of time, 81% discount is going on, so kindly check it out. And you can use the code Y541 and you can get the discount. And if you're looking forward to it, it is just about to start from 20th of January. So hurry up and join it. Okay, here comes the first question, everyone. The first question says the merit rating is not known as efficiency rating, service rating, job rating, or experience rating. When we talk about the merit rating, it is basically a method which is chosen in order to look forward towards the area of understanding whether the particular person is working properly or not, and at the same time if you're looking forward towards see, everybody who's working in the organization, they are working in the organization with the sole purpose of earning money, right? So if they are performing well, then they get discounts, isn't it? So that is what they look forward to it. So if you're preparing and you're working for the organization, then if you want to look forward towards earning more money, you need to prove your validity. You need to prove whether you are good in your work or not. That is what merit rating is all about, right? Okay. So, what would be the answer, everyone? Merit rating is not known as. The merit rating is not known as job rating. Job rating is different from merit rating. They are two different areas to look forward. Merit rating is for the particular person who is working, not for the job, right? So here comes the next question, everyone. Okay, before we end that, I think let's look forward towards this as well. Merit rating is basically the efficiency of that person, right? So if you're looking forward towards work, in what way that particular person is working, first is his efficiency. Second is the service rating. It talks about the service as he's providing, whether it's going good or not. And then experience rating, what is the entire experience that his peer group might be having towards his work. But it doesn't mean that it is job rating, because we're looking forward towards that particular person towards his work, not related to this area, right? Now comes the next question. The following are the steps of management control process: taking corrective action from the standards, establishing the standards, measuring actual performance, or comparing performance against the standard. Controlling process is the last step that we take from the planning to organizing, then staffing, then directing. The next one is controlling. Controlling is kind of the last one, but it leads to another cycle which would start from planning again. So in this case, the correct answer would be 1, 2, 3, 4. There are certain steps now. So would it be 2, 3, 4, 1, or 3, 4, 1, 2, or 2, 4, 1, 3? When we talk about controlling, see, one of the, if you're looking forward towards any process, always look forward towards the objectives first? Why would we start with that particular project altogether? Why would we start with the process? So basically, here we are looking forward towards establishing standards. Once you know, if I want to score this much amount in my CIB examination, that's the standard that you have set. Then the second point would be you'll be measuring the actual performance. What is the actual performance? That means it would be 2, 3, and then you'll compare it the standard with the performance. That means you had set a bar. Now whether you reach that bar or not, that is what you'll have to question yourself. Once you look forward towards that, then you take the corrective action and then you finish it off. So that would be the last nail in that coffin. So that means it would be 2, 3, 4 and 1. That is B. The next question, it's from the planning again. Planning and controlling goes hand in hand. If we talk about planning, planning is the first step, that is about thinking, and while controlling is the last step, which is actually finding out whether we are going as per our thought process or are we deviating from that. It says the consider the following. Planning is today's action for tomorrow's decision. Planning is forward looking while controlling is looking back. Motivation is about getting voluntary willingness of subordinates for action, while line and staff organization is the oldest form of organization. Select the correct statements from the codes given below. Is the second and third correct? That is, planning is forward looking while controlling is looking back, and motivation is about getting voluntary willingness of subordinates for action. Or is it first, second, and fourth, or first, third, and fourth, or all are correct? According to you, which one is correct? In this case, there are only two correct areas, two correct points, that is second as well as the third one. Basically, planning is forward looking and controlling is backward looking. Both are basically the same. If I look forward towards planning, if I talk about planning, planning is looking forward. You look forward. What are we doing in future? That is what we look forward towards, right? But at the same time, we look back and see, why did I plan fail? That is also part of planning. You look back and then you plan ahead, right? If everybody has gone through the COVID scenario, so what happened during COVID? How were families coping up with it? That was the point. Then in terms of motivation, it's about getting voluntary willingness in terms of subordinates. Motivation is about inspiring people or influencing them to do something on their own without pushing them, or you can say you're not suppressing them, you're not asking them to do something which they're unwilling to do. You make them believe that they are supposed to do that work. That is their thing. That is how they grow in the organization, because they believe that they are a part of the organization. So the correct answer would be second and third. Which of the following are most closely interconnected? Leadership and organization, leadership and motivation, leadership and planning, or leadership and performance appraisal. See, leadership is what? One particular person coming up and saying that he takes the work there, right? So if he takes up the work, he becomes the leader. There's a renowned saying, if a pack of dogs is headed by a lion, they'll fight like a lion. But if a pack of lions is headed by a dog, they would fight like a dog. It means how your leader behaves is something that's going to determine how you behave in your future. So if we look forward towards, see, if you see your leader, you'll always find a good amount of motivation because you see their power. So when you see their power, you also feel the power inside you. That is what leadership and motivation are together, working towards the area of directing. In terms of directing, there are four basic elements: S, supervision; M, motivation; L, leadership; and C, communication. It says S, M, L, and C. An acronym which you can use in order to learn these four elements. But here, leadership as well as the motivation, they are the elements of directing, while everything else is basically not really connected there. With leadership, it can be the supervision, motivation, or communication. So here, since we can find motivation, so the correct answer would be B. That is leadership and motivation. Next question. Diffusion of a routine information takes place through downward communication, upward communication, horizontal or external communication. See, if we talk about diffusion of routine information, if we have some information and I am emailing the same to you, right? If I'm emailing it to you, how do we look forward to it? Diffusion of the routine information, the regular information that I'm giving to you, that is something, it would travel from the top management towards the lower management. Now, that is something that you look forward to as the downward communication. The top level will state the information and will share it with their juniors, right? So how do they do it? The top management is the brain of the organization. They take decisions, they look forward towards making the tactics, the plans, how they are going to execute it, and then they tell it about to the middle management. The middle management understands the project of the top management altogether, and then they disintegrate it into different small objectives to look forward to. Then from those middle management, it goes towards the lower management. Now this management has to maintain the working. They have to talk to the laborers. They take care of the ultimate work area. The operation is done by the lower management because they execute the area of supervising what exactly is happening at the platform level of the organization. So there, the movement of the communication or the movement of the vital information of the organization starts from the top level, it goes to the middle, and then it goes towards the lower. That means it is towards the downward direction, but it can also be towards the upward direction. But what can be that? It can be the reporting, it can be the responsibility. The replying is basically something that the lower management is obliged to do or should do, right? So here comes the next question. Specialization is most efficient way to use human efforts. Which principle of Fayol is highlighted in the statement? Now, this question belongs to the area of Fayol's 14 principles, Henry Fayol's 14 principles. See, if I do a specific thing time and again, for example, if I talk about the topic that we are dealing with in terms of management, there are so many books. If I read all of them, I'll be way better in management, but that means I would not be as good as in terms of management. Then if I'm good at management, then I might have to compensate towards the other subjects because I'm giving too much time to management, isn't it? That means if we say the specialization is the most efficient way to use human effort, I was dealing with one particular subject and nothing else. That means I was given the work. That is division of work. Authority and responsibility is power. And as you know, I think we have talked about it in our previous classes as well. In a particular movie of Spider-Man, there was his Uncle Ben. That is a very famous quote of Spider-Man there, where his uncle had stated that with great power comes great responsibility, and that goes in every nook and corner of the management. Every person who's at the top level, who's the leader, is supposed to use their power wisely. Otherwise, there won't be any scope of growth there, right? And then is unity of command, and last is discipline. Discipline is about maintaining the order in the organization, not the order that I'm talking about, keeping the things at the right place. No, not that order, but the normal order. That means you're supposed to do certain things in a certain way. Unity of command is one organization, one subordinate, one superior. There should be only one person telling me what to do and what not to do. If any number of people are telling me this should be done, that should be done, it's so strenuous, it would turn out into a very confusing scenario. How would I work by knowing that I have to report to n number of people? So it is more or less very pressurizing. That is what I can say. So it is division of work. The managerial activities as per Fayol's does not include technical, production and manufacturing, commercial, buying and selling and exchange, financial, acquiring and using capital, or operations, day-to-day operations. When we talk about Fayol's, that is Henry Fayol's managerial activities. What does it not include? This is a negative point there, that they've stated that there is one particular thing which the this particular area does not include. What would be the answer, everyone? It would be operations. He didn't specify about the day-to-day working. He talked about technical area, he talked about the commercial area, he talked about the financial area as well. So what would be the answer? That is operations, day-to-day operations is the point. The various areas which we talk about is, first is technical, production and manufacturing. Number two is commercial, buying, selling and exchange. Third is financial, acquiring and using capital. Fourth is security, protection, property and person. Accounting, stock taking, balance sheet and statistics. And last is managerial, planning. I hope it would be visible now. Planning, organizing, command and control. These are the various activities which he talks about. And what are the various areas where they talk about it? They say that in terms of accounting, whenever we are preparing, so the various activities that the manager or the managerial area has to take up is technical. They need to know about the working. Again, they have to purchase things at the lowest price, so they have to look forward towards the commercial area. And without managing the money, you can't handle anything. So then financing is there, but also accounting, because you have to note down where your money is going. And then security, you have to protect all your assets. And then is managerial, again planning, organizing, command and control. As you already know, here when we talk about Henry Fayol, they specified coordinating also a part of it, managerial task, that is getting the work done through others. Okay, so this is where I end my session. But before I end my session, our CAIIB batches are just about to start. It would be starting from the 20th of January, right? So if you're looking forward towards our classes, then kindly hurry up and you can prepare for the JAIIB and CAIIB. You can prepare for your CAIIB examination with our course. If you're looking forward to it, let me guide you where to go. You can go on to our website, that is www.adda247.com, and here is the JAIIB and CAIIB era. You can look forward towards the JAIIB and CAIIB era. That is in terms of CAIIB 2023, all our batches. This is the third batch that we are coming up for English medium, as well as the bilingual batches also here. There you can prepare for the new target batch, which will includes ABM, BFM, ABFM as well as the BRBL. This is our entire batch, and the timings for the classes are also stated here. The batches are would be starting soon. And how do we look forward towards the classes? All you can do is, the details of the classes are provided here. All the faculty who will be teaching is provided here. You can click on the area of buy now and you can use the code Y541 and you will get a discount of 81%. The validity is for 8 months. It would cost you 4799.80. So if you're preparing for the CAIIB examination this year, then kindly hurry up. Along with this, there is one more opportunity that you can take up. Currently, our Maha packs are also having double validity. That means if you're preparing for the CAIIB and you would like to take up the mock tests, the case study batches, the MCQ batches, numerical batches and whatnot, even the power pack batches, every batch which would be included here, but not only the English medium but also the bilingual one particular Maha pack which gives you the access towards all our mock tests, video courses, revision batches, e-books, case studies and many more. So if you're looking forward towards the CAIIB Maha pack, then kindly click on the area of buy now. It is currently going at 81% discount along with the double validity. So you can take up the course for 7199.20 and that too with a validity of 12 months. So hurry up, this offer would end soon. Okay everyone,